We had a big family, always around a lot of people. I love people. I grew naturally with the love of people from that family sort of environment that we had. And evolving into my teenage years, I don't know if you remember parties when you were a kid, but I was always that kid in the corner with an older person. Rather than spending time with my own age or mucking around, playing with table tennis tables or soccer or whatever, I found myself trying to extract knowledge and wisdom from older people. Looking back at it, it gave me an edge over people my age, and I found myself to be, in a humble way, intellectually advanced, like knowing a little bit more about life than most people my age, and having this ability to control my emotions a little bit more than some people or most people. I found like moving into my adulthood, that naturally stemmed into my love for people and acknowledging that there's a story in everyone, and there's life experience in everyone. Have you ever heard the saying, like, don't judge a book by its cover? I've heard that multiple times over my life, and as I kept talking to more and more people, that came to more fruit. That really sunk deeply into me. Opening the book and seeing what's going on in your life. What have you been through? I think as a society, social media is something that I call it, the flick judge. We're just, flick judge, flick judge, And I think that's something that if we can pay attention to and sort of just stop for a moment and try to investigate a little bit more into the story, try to look deeper beyond what's on the surface of what's presented itself to you, take the time to really dive into it, you'll see that there's a lot more than meets the eye, and that's where the gold is. Everyone at some stage of their life has gone through challenges. I've had my fair share. I've experienced pain, suffering. I didn't grow up in a wealthy family, thankfully. My dad, was a sole trader, and I leapt out of school and I sort of joined forces with him in the electrical contracting industry, and I learned the hard way that family business is not so pretty as it seems on the surface. Going through pain, I realise, allows you to appreciate things a lot more. Going through lack or not having things allows you to appreciate having things. So like, I can honestly say that one of my greatest successes in that time period was changing my dad's life. I'm really proud of that. And it wasn't until I had my daughter of recent, 3 years ago, I'm a father now, I'm a proud father, that's really helped shape my understanding of parenthood and change the dynamics of how I see things. Having these stepping stones in life, and that's just one of many, has allowed me to look at people differently. Just look at someone and go, what's going on in your life? I've been through some shit, and I'm sure you have too, because most of us have. What's your shit? Let me see what your shit is about. Every person has a unique story in my perspective, and it gives me joy to try and uncover that. What I truly love is talking. I love conversation. I find that to be relative to what I've naturally come from, what I'm doing, and what I was doing in business, and it was just a natural sort of evolution. You know what? I'm a networker. Oh my God, what? A networker? I think there's this stigma in networking, like it's the devil. It's overused. It's something that, oh my God, you're just going there for a reason. But I want to uncover why I network and why I love it so much and what opportunity it's given me. I love networking first and foremost because it gives me the ability to uncover the story behind someone's life, why they're driven to be doing what they're doing. If it's like a meeting around business, which quite often it is, I go beyond the business detail and I say, who are you? What are you about? Maybe there's a connection here that can develop into a long-term friendship. Or maybe I can see connection with you and someone else because you guys, I call it synergy. I don't call it the word synergy. It's there. Everyone knows the word. But you can synergize, and I connect those dots. I see, you can connect with this person because it's like, oh my God, you guys will get along so well because you want this and they want this, and I can see that happening, and I marry that together. I almost call myself a pastor of networking, And I enjoy it thoroughly, and I don't expect anything from it most of the time. And that's the beauty of it. But I really want to help reshape the stigma of networking because it's a beautiful experience. It's a beautiful way to interact with people, get to know people on a deeper level, uncover who they are. What are they doing? Why are they doing it? Maybe call it connect working, reshape the name maybe, I truly believe that there's great opportunity to be harnessed in COVID. And I've taken that since March. I've networked with hundreds and hundreds of amazing people because now they've got their time freer, and people that you usually wouldn't have access to, you now can have access to because they're willing to give you their time because they have the time to give. Whereas before COVID, everyone was like, on the train, just running away, just running. But now it's like, wow, I'm blown away and really thankful for our government, particularly for allowing this to happen through, job seeker and tapping into your super. And I've utilized this time specifically, and I really, really hope that most people are as well, and can from this moment forward utilize the time and the resources that are available to network, to meet people, to open doors for you, for your family, for people that just open doors, because there's so many opportunities from what I've seen and from the people that I'm talking to. I honestly can say I open a door a day. I honestly say that from a conversation I can see, if I don't open it for myself, I can open it for someone else. That's the power of networking, and that's what I love about talking to people. I'm just one man. I'm not anyone special. I've learned a lot in life, and now I'm trying to give that to as many people as possible through the power of podcasting. Double J is the name of our podcast, and I run that with an exceptionally amazing man, John Hanna. Double J is an opportunity for people to tune in and listen to these stories that I'm filtering, and try to harness the value and how these people have accomplished what they've accomplished through their struggles. Double J is something that I'm truly passionate about, and I hope people tune in so that they can understand that there is value to be gained from just listening in for free. It's a free podcast, and I don't want to. I want nothing else of it but to just shine light and give as much as what I've learned and continue to learn to as many people as possible through the podcast. Over the years, I've found a quick criteria checklist. We interview, some pretty high-profile people and some unsung heroes mainly, to uncover the average person with an amazing story. If you hear someone's story and you can connect with that, and it makes you feel better, we've done our job. And that's what the purpose of Double J is moving forward, and I truly hope people tune in. So we've got 3 quick criteria, in my eyes, to interview someone. Number 1, are you a genuine, authentic role model already in your community, however large that may be, even if you're just the parent of your family? Yeah. Number 2, can I listen to you for longer than 5 minutes without getting distracted? And number 3, do you have something of value to share to the community to help them? So I urge people, in fact I beg them, if you feel a connection with this and you're willing to grow and you have an open mind, let's connect, let's talk. Let me see how I can help you in my network. But be on guard. If I find that there's an area that I'm not too sure of, I will pull you up on it. And I do that because I want authenticity in my network. And I continue to filter those flowers in my garden. I pull out the weeds and next garden, there you go. So, my friends, when you're ready to connect, I'm always open for it. Please click the link in the description below. Let's connect on LinkedIn. Let's further this conversation.